Day. Wanna run all night, wanna run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail neck. Somebody bet on the bay.
All right, this week in comment races, I had some waffles and I put some maple syrup on them. And I also had some scrambled eggs and I put some cocktail sauce on that. I know that's unusual. It's just one time I was going to put some ketchup on them. I grabbed the cocktail sauce by mistake, and I really did enjoy the combination. So ever since then, cocktail sauce on my scrambled eggs. But I did put some ketchup on an egg, cheese, and ham bagel sandwich, which I had the next day. That was quite a mouthful. And there you can see the ketchup on them. I also had some Chinese food. This was Mongolian beef and some pork, and I put soy sauce on that, of course. Then I got me a store-bought cheeseburger, which I put both ketchup and mustard on. I gotta say, I always hate it when you squeeze it and you get water before you get the actual mustard. Ugh. I also had some popcorn chicken, which I used ranch dressing on. Later, I had Alaskan cod. I put Worcestershire sauce on that. And then, finally, I got some fried chicken. I thought, why not just douse that in honey? I also had some English muffins there. That was fun. All right, that's it for this week. Hi there. So in case you haven't heard it, the National Democratic Party had this big vote where they decided that South Carolina is going to have the first primary when they kick off their 2024 presidential nomination process. South Carolina is going to be going first. So, congratulations to South Carolina on that. Now, as you can see the flag in the background, I am from Iowa, which used to be the one that had the first primary in the nomination process. We've now been booted on account of this, with South Carolina going first instead of us. Well, let me just give you some advice, seeing how we've had it for years where we have presidential candidates, they come down, they talk to us, and they want to get our votes, and then we voted first. Don't make the mistake that we did. Now, the reason you're going first is because our caucus in 2020 fell apart, and it fell apart because it was sabotaged by the Democrats. And the reason they did this is because we were getting too smart for them. We were asking too many questions. So don't be like us and be too smart, South Carolina. Now, look at like this. The nomination process, the caucuses, the primaries, all of that, that's a massive carnival that comes to town every once in a while. And they've got the games, and they've got the side shows, and they got the fortune tellers, and all of them are trying to take your money by playing you like you're a rube, you're an idiot. Us Iowans, that's what they thought about us for years, but then we started asking questions and we showed them how political savvy we are. And all of a sudden, now you guys, South Carolina is going first. So, like I said, you gotta convince them that you're a bunch of morons who could be manipulated, a bunch of buffoons who could be bamboozled, a bunch of schmucks who could be suckers. And I think you can do it, South Carolina. I think that you South Carolinians can convince people that you're nothing more than a bunch of idiots, a bunch of hicks, a bunch of hillbillies, a bunch of brain-dead morons who would vote for anyone. That's what I think you can do, South Carolina.
Wanna run all night, wanna run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail neck. Somebody bet on the bay.
Okay, in condiment races today, I had some asparagus, which I doused in Worcestershire sauce. It cooked up. Then I had a turkey sandwich. I put some mayo on that, as well as mustard. And that was it for today. Alright, let's see what we got. Who's gonna be my future love? What we got? We got W on Whitney, Wilma. Alright. Personality 7 to hit what? Attractive 0. Well, I hope her personality makes up for it. How are we gonna have 3 kids? Look at the income.
Wanna run all night, wanna run all day.
in condiment races. For supper tonight, I had some asparagus soaked in Worcestershire sauce. And I had that with some shrimp, which I salted, and used cocktail sauce to dunk them in, of course. Do like shrimp. All right, and then later in the night, I had just a snack of chicken nuggets. And I couldn't decide on which condiment to go with, so I went with 3 of them. I went with ranch dressing, honey, and ketchup. That's right. The little towers that are on top of a barn, they're called cupolas. Cupolas.
Hey-ho-de-doo-da-day. Wanna run all night, wanna run all day. I bet my
Welcome to Professor Proctor's Trivia. It's a new month, so we got some new trivia questions. Last month, we were giving you the definition and asking you for the word. Now, we're going to switch things up. We're going to give you the word and ask you for the definition. So, this week's trivia question and word is confectioner. What is a confectioner? If someone is a confectioner, what do they do? That's the trivia question. Put your answers as to what a confectioner is in the comment section, and we'll see you next week. Watch my live. I am going to be watching the State of the Union address. You can watch it with me and listen as I yell things like, "Why don't you do something about it, Joe? Ugh. This guy." Tune in. Okay, just got done watching the State of the Union address. I'll give some quick takes on that. I hate this administration. I hate it with a burning passion. I watched that speech tonight and it just drained the everlasting life out of me. It's a reminder that nothing's going to get done over the next 2 years under Biden. It's a complete waste of time, his administration. And then chances are he'll get reelected and we'll waste another 4 years with that fucking dope. You know, right off the bat, his speech is about coming together with the damn Republicans. Why? They hate you, Joe. You know they hate you. You know they're trying to kill your agenda. Why are you being friendly with them? You know, you should be in a fight with them. But, you know, he wants to play king of the moderates, so we're going to get nowhere. And then he's going to say, oh, if only the Republicans would work with you. You know they're not going to work with you. Try something else to get stuff done. You know, he did mention a lot of things like, hey, let's try to find a cure for cancer. Let's, you know, take on hotels, charging people a resort fee. And that annoyed me a lot because of the stuff that he wasn't talking about. He's not talking about these goddamn Republican governors pushing fascism across their fucking states, taking complete control of the schools and these kids' lives, going after the LGBT community. He's not saying, I'm going to take a stance against you assholes. The age of kumbaya is done. No. He's not speaking out against that mayor of New York who's declared war on the homeless. He's not going to intervene there. And all of his foreign policy is let's get into a feud with China. We got to stop Putin. Fucking earthquake of all earthquakes just hit Syria and Turkey. No mention of that in the State of the Union address. And before you give me this, well, it's because our State of the Union. No, there was a lot of foreign policy in there. Like I said, he talked about China and Russia. Why don't we talk about helping these fuckers out? Didn't mention it. So no, I did not like that speech at all. That was painful to see. And as always, I'm just depressed.
Ho-de-doo-da-day. Wanna run all night, wanna run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag.
All right, it's another episode of Condiment Races. As you can see, I had some jalapeno poppers. These are the ones that were filled with cheese, cheddar cheese, and I dunked them in some ranch dressing. Okay, now I'm going to give you an update on the levels of each of the condiments in the condiment race. Starting with cocktail sauce. You can see I've used some of it, but there's so much more left in the bottle. Honey, we are below the bear's eyes, but above the nose. You can see I've used some ketchup, but not a great deal. With the maple syrup, I think I've gone through about 1/4 of the bottle by now. Mayo. I've barely put a dent in, but what do you expect? It's just mayo. Mustard. Doesn't look like, but I've used a lot of this because I had a lot of bratwurst. The ranch dressing looks like it's full, but the black mark is where it's actually at. So the ranch dressing is winning. Not too much with cocktail sauce. Soy sauce, I used a bunch, but as you can see, it's a big bottle, so. And Worcestershire sauce, that's a lot that I've used, and I'm not English.